so I've not been this excited about a package from Alexandria or from really anywhere in a long time. So got a delivery. This is going to be first impressions / unboxing. But I got the new Hafez cigar. So I'm super excited about that. Go ahead, open it up, let you know what I think. I'm going to also compare it to Hafez 1984. Which is amazing. It's kind of like a creamier, smoother version of Parfums de Marley Carlisle in 1981X, because I've heard some people say that it smells similar to some extent to both of these, but different. So we're going to just jump in. I'll let you know what I think. I'm excited because I love Hafez 1984. I'm a huge fan of tobacco fragrances that aren't overly harsh. I'm not big on the, or like red tobacco to me is a little too much. I like Carlisle a heck of a lot better. But anyway, a side note, I feel like I need to invest in some pit vipers because it's really, every reviewer now is wearing those. So no, I'm just kidding. But yeah, let's see what we got. Oh, we got some samples too. I didn't even request any. Cool. What'd they send? Got Ombre Rose and Monarch. Well, I already had Monarch, but check out Ombre Rose. That's cool. It's really nice. I love how Alexandria does that. They just include them in there. You don't even have to ask sometimes. If you do ask, they'll usually give you up to 3 samples generally. Might give you more if you ask, but anytime you place an order, if you forget, if you email, once you get that shipping confirmation, if you go ahead and just email them and say, hey, I forgot to add to my order, whatever, do you mind including these samples? They've always done it for me. It's been fantastic. So let's just jump into this. They went back to the pouches from the boxes, which makes a ton of sense. I mean, they've been using these for a while now, but the boxes were they were really nice, but it was just a waste of money on their part. I'm sure the shipping costs were way more expensive too. And again, they put them in these nice bubble wrapped, around the package itself. So they're pretty well protected. It's not like they're going to break. All right, so here's Hafez cigar. See 55 ml bottles, the old ones. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they just did away with, look at the color of the juice. Did away with the newer presentation they were doing, or if that's only for certain ones. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I got the 55 ml. I knew a lot of people were complaining though, so maybe that's partially why they brought it back. And I also picked up another one, and this is one of my other favorite fragrances from the house, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover. I don't know what the heck I did with my bottle. This is the best, absolute best clone of Angel Share. The Lataf everybody keeps talking about is not close to Angel Share. It smells good, but it's not close to Angel Share. This is by far the best inspired by or clone. If anything, this has a little more cognac in it, which I love. Oh, I can smell it already. This is fantastic. I picked this up just so I didn't have to, really waste my actual Angel Share. But then again, it'd take probably forever for me to go through that, seeing as this isn't a fragrance you can really wear a lot due to the scent profile. At least not something I would wear a ton. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm going to look at the notes real quick because I honestly can't remember at all what's in this. But I am super excited to try it out because, like I said, Hafez 1984 is one of my favorites. Honestly, it might be my favorite from the house just because it's an original. I love Royal Equestrian. I love Zion. There's a ton. 1981X is good. Their version of Herod is really good. So I mean, there's a million from the house that are just really, honestly good. But I don't. I think because it is an original, even though it smells a lot like Carlisle, I think I like it a little bit more because of that. I'm going to look it up on here. My phone's messing up. But, yeah, I mean, they're just, I don't know. There's something about those sweet tobacco fragrances for me that I just really, really enjoy. And it's just really good fragrance, quite honestly. All right, so let's see here. Sorry about that. Should have had it pulled up already. Okay. Right, here it is. Hafez Cigar. So this runs you for 30 mil. It's $44.99. You can get the 55 for $64.99. It says tobacco, amber, vanilla, and honey. So I could see, I don't know if that's the full note breakdown or not, because sometimes Alexandria will just touch on a couple of them. Obviously, Naxos has honey in it, so I could see why people might compare it to that. Obviously, tobaccos and that and 1984. It says, our latest original release is going to leave jaws dropping. It's the epitome of tobacco fragrances that deliver sweet, spicy, and smoky all in one package. Ooh. Hafez Cigar is most likely the best tobacco/vanilla fragrance we have ever experienced. The man's best secret weapon when looking for compliments. Of course, to put that in there, this fragrance will attract people like honey does to a B. Hafez Cigar has a massive longevity and projection that will stay with you all day, and I have no doubt about that, given the scent profile. So yeah, anyway, it's pretty simplistic from what this has: tobacco, amber, vanilla, and honey. But man, that sounds good. I love all those notes. So I'm just gonna spray this on the skin. I'm not even gonna. I want to wear this. So we're just going to get right into it. Oh. Ooh. It's a lot different than I was thinking it was going to be, in a good way. I was thinking it was going to be like more like Carlisle, where it's creamy. And that vanilla is very prominent. The vanilla is there, but it's kind of like a spice bomb, extreme vanilla. And the smoke, you kind of get the smokiness like something from like Jazz Club, but it's not as sweet. There's a sweetness there, but it's certainly not to like the level of Jazz Club. Oh, and the honey is not like overly, some fragrances like the honey just stands out so much. This is like it's in there, but it's not in your face. Man, this is good. It's good because it works so well. It works so well in the same way that Jazz Club works so well. Where you think, oh, it's smoky, it's got smoke or tobacco or whatever, and it's going to be like off-putting or smell like an ashtray. It does not at all. It smells great. Oh, man. Yeah. In ways, it smells a little like Hafez 1984. It's not surprising because they're all in that same realm. They're all tobacco fragrances. I don't really get the 1981X comparison at all. This is way more sweeter and fruity and kind of like has a almost feminine kind of twist to it to me. I think this is more unisex, but it could be worn by either man or female. Whereas this is certainly a masculine fragrance. This smells like, to me, if you took 1984 and you dialed back the creaminess, or if you like a hybrid maybe of 1984 and something like Jazz Club, but with less sweetness. Because Hafez 1984 has got a nice sweet kick. Oh, it smells so good. A nice sweet kick as does Jazz Club. But this isn't as sweet. It's still got a sweetness to it, though, like that seductiveness. This is definitely, because it's a tobacco fragrance, this is a mature fragrance. It's not something I would wear if I was, in my 20s, maybe late 20s, 30s, 40s, absolutely, and up. This smells like sophistication. This smells amazing. It's definitely could be worn in a formal setting. It smells just like, classy. Like you're of money, like somebody that is rich is wearing it. If you like Jazz Club by Replica, if you like, or the Replica series, if you like Carlisle, if you like Mancera's Red Tobacco, if you like those style fragrances, you're gonna love this. To me, it is kind of like if you took Jazz Club, mixed it with 1984, Hafez 1984 Carlisle, dialed back a little bit of that sweetness. I think that's what you get here. At least that's what I'm getting from this. This is great. The honey, the amber, the vanilla, and when you first spray it in the tobacco, it kind of comes off almost like a spice bomb extreme. It's got kind of vibes of that. So it's like kind of in those realms. If you like spice bomb extreme, if you like Jazz Club, if you like Carlisle, you like Mancera Red Tobacco, those style fragrances, you're going to love this. But this is way more, I think, mass appealing than red tobacco. It's way less harsh. It's smooth. It's got that seductiveness. It's not as loud. I will say, I know the website says it's loud. I can smell it. It's definitely projecting, but it's not as loud as something like red tobacco or even Carlisle. But it is. This is not. People are going to pick the sillage up, no doubt, and I have no doubt this is going to perform. It is, man. As it's drying down, you do notice some of that kind of kick you get in the beginning. That I said, it's like the tobacco kick. It kind of starts to fade. The tobacco's still there, but there's like a spicy kind of kick in the beginning. That again kind of reminds me of something like a Spice Bomb Extreme opening. But this is good. Again, I don't really get the 1981X comparison. I mean, there's honey, I guess, but and it does smell similar to this to an extent, but it's just not as creamy. Yeah, this is way creamier and sweeter. Where Hafez's Cigar, I mean, they both are fantastic, but this is, I think this is definitely a must-have. I love Jazz Club, and I love, Hafez 1984. I love Carlisle, and I love this, man. It smells great. Probably be wearing this in the next couple of days. I'll give you all a full review, but this smells really good. And Serene, brother, if you're watching this, I'll bring this in for you to try. This smells absolutely amazing. I think you're going to like it. So, I also received finally a sample set I had ordered from Macy's for free. Came with Valentino, Born in Roma, Jean Paul Gaultier, Labelle, and one I was more excited about, I didn't know if it was going to be there or not, Armani Code Parfum. So I'll finally be able to try this because I didn't want to buy a bottle. So yeah, I'm excited to buy it, although it's like half full. But I'm excited to try that at least. Anyway, that's that, man. It smells amazing. Again, it gives me Jazz Club vibes, just less sweet. And it's like a twist almost on the Jazz Club DNA. So if you like those style of fragrances, I think this is a no-brainer. I can't see anybody who likes tobacco fragrances not liking this. It's that good. So anyway, that's that. That's my first impressions. Like I said, I will give you a follow-up. I'll do another review on this, direct comparison with Angel Share, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover soon too. But I'll tell you right now, this is the closest clone there is out there. King's is really good as well, but this is the best, hands down. So anyway, like I said, man, I recommend picking it up. Alexandria 15 is still active. I'd grab a bottle before it sells out because I guarantee the hype on this is going to sell out. Not that they won't restock it, but still, get it while you can.